game number 3 of the 3-game series. Here we go for the sweep today. And the Phillies going to game 75 and 61 on the season. And the Marlins going to game 55 and 80 on the season. And pitching for the Phillies tonight will be Kyle Gibson. And pitching for the Marlins tonight will be Sandy Alcantara. So hope we get the sweep tonight. And yeah, hope Vice does better tonight. And also breaking news. So Dominguez is doing his rehab assignment in Lehigh Valley tonight. So yeah. And then also breaking news tomorrow night. Zach Evans will do his rehab assignment in Lehigh Valley, so that's gonna be good. Hope we get those guys back soon after the rehab assignment. So yeah, and all that good stuff right there, and yeah. So Kevin coming to better the Phillies, the favor the way 0, 7 the first okay, so it's 3, so we got so we got it's 3 outs for the Phillies, so now we got it's 3 outs for the Phillies guys, so very good. So we still have a close game to do, so that's the end of the first. And then we move on to the second inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Marlins turn to bat. Let's see what the Marlins can do with their turn to bat at the top of the second. Yeah, so we're going for the sweep today. Because tomorrow, guys, we got the Nationals coming into town tomorrow night, so. And it's dog day at the ballpark, too. Hey, bring your furry friends in. Ain't that something? And on top of that, it's Robert Convicted night. Because our pitcher, Cal Gibson, number 44, got nominated for the Robert Clemente Award. So, yay, I hope he wins that. He definitely deserves it, so. Remember the Pilot jerseys on, right? Here we go. Coming up the bat for the Marlins, we have Alessa Garcia coming to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base, 0 outs. Top of the second, here we go. I guess we got a picture. Alessa Garcia, get ready for it. When the catch is good, that's strike 1, that's 0-1. And Kyle gets together the pitch. We have Alessa Garcia, get ready for it. And that's when the catch is good, that's a ball, that's a 1-1. And Kyle gets together the pitch. We have Alessa Garcia, get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's a foul ball, and that's a 1-2. And Kyle gets together the pitch. We have Alessa Garcia, get ready for it. And the catch is good. That's a ball, too. That's a 2-2. And Kyle gets together the pitch. We have Alessa Garcia, get ready for it. Right to the gap. And that's a single. And that's a single. And Alessa Garcia advances to first base for the Marlins. Tell you, Nick Nathan's not going to do a right field. He does not do good with right field, I swear. Well, he just, left field is his best thing, but right field, I don't know. Got the best of it doing again, guys, because you know I'm going to see what God's going to do. So we got to do this. So coming next to bat for the Marlins, we have Ryan Anderson coming next to bat for the Marlins. We got one run for them on first base, 0 outs. Top of the second, here we go. I guess they got a pitch going to be Ryan get ready for it. Ryan catches it up. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. Okay, I guess they got another pitch going to be Ryan get ready for it. And he tried to do a miss bunt attempt. That ain't work. So that's a 1-1. Okay, I guess they got another pitch coming for you, Ryan get ready for it. He swung at that one. Come by, run, stop throwing. He's going to go to the first. In time. Try to do the double play. Double play. Good double play. So Araceli Garcia is out. And Brian Anderson is out. Araceli Garcia was out at second base. And Brian Anderson was out at first base. That's a double play. Next to bat for the Marlins, we have J.J. Bleday coming next to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. 2 outs. Top of the second. Here we go. Kyle gets together pitch because we get ready for it. He swinging that one. That's a foul ball, and that's 0-1. Kyle gets together pitch coming for you, J.J. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That's 0-2. And Kyle gets together pitch coming for you, J.J. Get ready for it. When that catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. And Kyle gets together pitch coming for you, J.J. Get ready for it. Swing that one. Had it going back. Oh, that's out the ball. He could get the ball. The Nick tried to throw the ball back in time to Rogers side, but he couldn't. And JJ Belide slides in the second base for the Marlins. Yeah. Hit right out the. Hit right at the. Oh, man. Literally, that was like, and then not that on the season. They got the Marlins currently. I was showing them. Like, they showing them for the right reason. And the next to bat for the Marlins, we have Jacob Stanton coming next to bat for the Marlins. We have one run player on second base, 2 outs, top of the second. Here we go. Kyle Gibson got a pitch coming for Jacob. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. That's 0-1. Nice swing down. That's a foul ball. That's 0-1. Correct that right there. Kyle Gibson got another pitch coming for Jacob. Get ready for it. When that catch is done. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And Congregation got another piece coming for you, Jacob. You ready for it? Alright, that catches ground. That's a ball, too. That's a 2-1. And Congregation got another piece coming for you, Jacob. You ready for it? Alright, that catches ground. That's a ball, 3. That's a 3-1. And Congregation got another piece coming for you, Jacob. You ready for it? Alright, that catches ground. That's strike 2. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. And Congregation got another piece coming for you, Jacob. You ready for it? And that is ball 4. And Jacob Stanley is walked and will advance to first base for the Marlins. And then those wins started since ASV. Oh, the Phillies 19. Okay. We tied it with the Cardinals and the Dodgers. Yep. And then next event for the Marlins, we have Gerard Incognito. Coming next event for the Marlins, we got the Marlins players on first base and second base. 2 outs, top of the second. Here we go. I guess they got a Pittsburgh. Junior, you ready for it? Right, that catches down. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Coach Jason got another pitch coming to swing that one. And it's called by second baseman Gene Segura. And that's 3 outs for the Marlins. So the score, we still have a scoreless game, ladies and gentlemen. And we're moving on to the bottom of the second, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do with their turn to bat at the bottom of the second. So, all right, guys, you just saw the name coming in, right? Howard gonna be leading off the bottom of the second. Let's see if he's gonna turn his struggle bus around. Cause we need this. Cause you gotta turn that struggle bus around. Just need to turn it around. Got all his fans there at the stadium watching, do his thing, and then you got the fans at home. You got the 14 till the end to see what he's doing. So he got to do his thing. Cause come on now. Well, say that for Sunday. If you watch these at home, because literally that's the right time for that. Alright, here we go, boys. Coming up, yo. You got the green clicks on. You done. Clicks on. You know what that means. MVP. MVP. Harvard Nation. Harvard Nation. Three-time MVP. Bryce Harper coming to the bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the second. Here we go. Center, it can turn. It can turn. Got a pitch to the Bryce. Get ready for it. You swing at that one. That's a foul ball, and that's on one. This is Steve 14 with 15 ones and 2 yards. My phone needs City and guitar. Got another pitch to be Bryce. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. That's 0-2. Right, so we swinging at crazy pitches. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Joe. And second guitar. Got another pitch to be Bryce. Get ready for it. Early catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. Alright. Eddie your passes. And Daddy Heck. Oh, Daddy Hacks. Oh, that's just Daddy Hacks. Right in. Yeah. So they can tell I got another fish for you guys. Get ready for it. Ready to catch it down. That's a ball two. That's a 2-2. Oh, he's gonna take it back. And that swing the miss, and that's strike three. And Bryce Harper is out. Dang it, boy. The struggle bus continues. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have JT Rizzo coming next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 1 out. Bottom of the second. Here we go. I guess the month of September is not good for Bryce. I guess right now. Mm. And so they can talk. Got a pitch coming to JT. Ready for it. Right, this catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1 out. And so they can talk. Got a pitch coming to JT. Ready for it. Right, this catch is good. That's strike one. That's a 1-1. And so they can talk. Got a pitch coming to JT. Ready for it. You swing at that one. That's a foul ball. And that's a 1-2. And so they can talk. Got a pitch coming to JT. Ready for it. Right, this catch is good. That's a ball two. That's a 2-2. And so they can talk. Got a pitch coming to JT. Swing that one. The baseman. All those the first. In time. And JT Rizzo is out. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Rise and Stott. Next to bat for the Phillies, no Philly players on base. 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Here we go. And so they can talk. Got a pitch coming to Rise. So get ready for it. Right, this catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1 out. And so they can talk. Got a pitch coming for you. Rise. So get ready for it. Right, this catch is good. That's a ball two. That's a 2-0. And said it can tell, got another pitch, gonna be Boston, good for it. You swing at that one, that's a foul ball, and that's a 2-1. And said it can tell, got another pitch, gonna be Boston, good for it. You swing at that one, and you swing at that one, that's another foul ball, and that's 2-2. Yeah, I know they did in my last 2 games, but yesterday and the one on Tuesday. They said it's all and then pitch can be reversed and great. So we get that one, that's 3 outs, and then so we get that one, that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So we still have a scoreless game, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the end of the second. And moving on to the third inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Marlins' turn to bat. Let's see what the Marlins can do with their turn to bat at the top of the third. Yeah. If Bryson Stott don't play tonight, I would say put him in the lineup was kind of a bad idea. Because you got the hot hitting hand, but Monticello sitting on the bench, bro. Like, literally, like, Bryson not gonna miss it. Bryson not misses the game. It's gonna be like, putting him in the lineup was probably a bad idea because literally, it's kind of like you just asking for trouble. You just asking for trouble right there because literally. And then Bryce, I don't know what's going on with Bryce. I mean, he just like, he struggle busting, man. He struggle busting. It's like the most of the time he just struggle busting. Bryce Harper can't play like this in the playoffs. I swear, in the postseason, he cannot play like this. If we make it to the postseason, he can't be playing like this. Struggle busting in the postseason, he can't be doing it. Because then it's like, we won't even have a chance to advance on. You know, advance on. And, then, that was, And then Schwarber need to get it together too, because Schwarber ain't hit no home runs either. And that's another problem right there. So we got coming to bat for the Marlins. We have Ewan Diaz coming to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins plays on base. The 0 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Carl Gibson got a pitch coming for you. Ewan Diaz, get ready for it. Right now, catch go. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Carl Gibson got another pitch coming for you. Ewan Diaz, get ready for it. He swung at that one. That's going. That ball is going. Gone. Solo home run for Ewan Diaz. And the Marlins are on the board. And then on the board, so the score is the Marlins got 1-1, the Phillies got 0-1, and the Marlins got the first run score on the top of the third, thanks to Ewan Diaz. And this is Ewan Diaz' second home run on the season with a 5-0 out to right center. Great, because you got a home run just scored off on you. Great. And now the Marlins take a 1-0 lead. 1-0 Marlins, great. But I hate the Marlins. I hate them. So we got Joe Really coming to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins plays on base. 0 outs, top of the third. Here we go. I just got a picture of the gun. He swings at that one. He went right to the gas. I'm about to start going. The catcher will take catches, but John Bernie singles. And that's a single. And John Bernie will advance to first base for the Marlins. The offense defense is terrible. My God. Having Burns to start out there on the lineup is bad. Why? Because it's bad. Like, you messing up. And next to that, the Marlins, we got Gary Cooper coming next to that, the Marlins. We got one more player on first base. 0 outs. Top of the third. Here we go. I guess we got a pitch coming for Gary Cooper. Runner catch go. That's strike one. That's on one. And I guess we got another pitch coming up for Gary Cooper. Get ready for it. Runner catches go. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. Okay, Penn sent to a pitch over to Reese Hoskins. The Reese that John Valentinas got the first base bag. Pick up attempt number 1 at first base. And try to get the other pitch because you get Cooper get ready for it. Find that catches go. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-1. And try to get the other pitch because you get Cooper get ready for it. Swing that one. And hits right to the dirt. And that's a single one. Gary Cooper advances to first base. But John Buddy's running around second, going third, and hits the home plate, scores a run. And the Marlins get the second run score in the top of the third, thanks to John Burton. So the score is the Marlins have 2 runs, the Phillies have 0 runs, and the Marlins get the second run score in the top of the third, thanks to John Burton. And by the way, Gary Cooper just advanced to second base. And the ball is still not being going back in time. So now it's 2-0 Marlins. You gotta be kidding me. Gary Cooper got his 25th double on the season. Next to bat for the Marlins, we have Joey Wendell coming next to bat for the Marlins. We have 1 more player on second base. 0 outs. Top of the third. Here we go. I guess he got a pitch for Joey get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's a foul ball. That's on 1. A lot of people say, "Can I get this? Should not be patient." Because this stuff happens to him. I guess he got another pitch coming for Joey get ready for it. Right, that catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. Why people say they don't like Kyle Gibson? I see why now. Because he gets home runs hit off of him. You let the team score runs. It's just everything that just happens. And Kyle Gibson got another pitch coming for Joey get ready for it. Oh! Whoa, what just happened here? Hey, Kyle Gibson try to hit the bat of Joey Wendell in the face. With the baseball. Look at that. Oh, it hit him right in the face. And that catch there, that's a ball 2, that's a 2-1. And I guess I got another pitch to for Joey get ready for it. Swing that one. Right back there. And it's caught by right fielder Nick Mayton. And Joey Wendell is out. And that ball was out there, and we were still out of play. And Gary Cooper goes for and then Gary Cooper advances to third base. So now we got Gary Cooper in scoring position. Great. Here we go. Coming up next to bat for the Marlins, we have Alvarez Garcia coming next to bat for the Marlins. We got one more player on third base. 1 out. Top of the third. Here we go. I guess they got a pitch because we Alvarez Garcia. Get ready for his swing. That one. Right through the gap. And that's a single. And Alvarez Garcia advances to first base for the Marlins. And Gary Cooper scores a run. And the Marlins get the third run score on the top of the third. So the score is the Marlins have 3 runs, the Phillies have 0 runs, and the Marlins get the third run score on the top of the third. Thanks to Gary Cooper. Now it's 3-0 Marlins. Guys, you stink, man. I don't know why you. I don't know why you start. What you been start pitching like? Oh my God, you could tell. Now I'm complaining about the picture. See, this is like, and we nominated this guy for the award, and I'm just gonna say, you know what? Get the cast of JT comes around to talk to the targets and say, get your head in. Why you running 7? Coming next to bat for the Marlins, we have Ron Anderson coming next to bat for the Marlins. We got one more player on first base. 1 out. Top of the third. Here we go. Targets got pitch coming for Ron Anderson. Everyone gets it. Throw the first to reach out in time. And Ryan Anderson is out. That's good. That's a good play right there. I was saying I see advance to second base. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, we have JJ Belide coming next to bat for the Marlins. We got one run player on second base. 2 outs, top of the third. Here we go. I guess they got pitch coming for JJ. Get ready for it. Right now, catch is down. That's strike 1. That's on 1. And try to get to another pitch coming for you, JJ. Get ready for it. Swing in the minutes, and that's strike 2. That's on 1 2. And try to get to another pitch coming for you, JJ. Get ready for it. Right now, catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1 2. You can't get together pitch coming for you, JJ. Get ready for it. Right now, catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2 2. And kind of gets the other pitch coming for you, JJ. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And that's 3 outs for the Marlins. So the score is the Marlins have 3 runs, the Phillies have 0 runs. And moving on to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do. It's their turn to bat at the bottom of the third. And there was 3-0 Marlins. Nice. The Ice took game one. They won game one. 5-1. Nice. They won. They took the game one of the doubleheader. Nice. Here coming up the bat for the Phillies. We have James to go. Come the bat for the Phillies. No free base on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the third. Here we go. Center Alcantara got a fix it with Junior Rayburn. Ronnie catch good. Let's strike one is on one. Center Alcantara got a fix it with Junior Rayburn. Ronnie catch is good. That's strike two. That's on 2. No wait. Yeah. And Center Alcantara got a fix it with Junior Rayburn. You swing at that one. That's a foul ball and it's still on 2. And Center Alcantara got a fix it with Junior Rayburn. Ronnie catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. Second target on face cover Virginia Rayboy. Running catch is good. Running catch is good. That's a ball two. That's a 2-2. And second Kentucky on the face cover Virginia Rayboy. And he threw at that one. That's a foul ball. And it's still 2-2. And second Kentucky on the face cover Virginia Rayboy. And that's a he threw at that one. That's another foul ball. And it's still 2-2. Well, she's on there. Yeah, no. And said it could talk about fixing the Virginia Rainbow. You see with that one, that's another foul ball and it's still 2-2. And said it could talk about fixing the Virginia Rainbow. And you see with that one, that's another foul ball and it's still 2-2. And said it could talk about fixing the Virginia Rainbow. Running catch no, that's a ball 3, that's a 3-2, that's a full count. And it said it can tell the fish can get ready for it. This catch is good. That's strike three. And Gene Segura is out. Swing the miss, and that's strike three. And Gene Segura is out. Look at the little doggy. The dog's on TV, y'all. Saying it. Coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Brandon Walsh. Coming up next to bat for the Phillies, no Philly players on base. One out, bottom of the third. Here we go. Send the control, got a pitch could be ready, get ready for it. You swing at that one, that's a foul ball, that's on one. Come on, Marshy. You swing at that funky pictures. And send the control, got another pitch could be ready, get ready for it. Brandon's catch is go, that's strike two, that's on two. And send the control, got another pitch could be ready, get ready for it. You swing at that one, and that's a foul ball, it's still on two. It's it, it's still got the pitch could be ready, get ready for it, swing that one. I'll do a second base, go to first, in time. And Brandon Walsh is out. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Nick Mayton. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, no Philly players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the third, here we go. Say control, got a pitch for you, Mayton. Get ready for you, sweet that one. That's high here, going deep, going way back, going. Off the side of the tail side, going, gone. Solo home run for Nick Mayton, and the Phillies are on the board. So the score is the Marlins got 3 runs, the Phillies got 1 run, and the Phillies got their first run score on the bottom of the third thanks to Nick Mayton. And this is Nick Mayton's third home run on the season on the fly ball to right center, right field. That's what I'm talking about, Mayton. That's what I'm talking about, boy. That's our Rook right there. Rookie number 2. Rook number 2 doing things, because Rook number 1 stock can't do nothing. Young buck number 2. Yes. So the next event for the Phillies, we have Kyle Swimmer. So the next event for the Phillies, no Philly runners on base. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. Sandy Guitar got a pitch to the break. Kyle get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. Sandy Guitar got another pitch to the break. Kyle get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's strike 1. That's a 1-1. And Sandy Guitar got another pitch to the break. Kyle get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That's a 1-2. And Sandy Guitar got another pitch coming for you. Kyle get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. And Sandy Guitar got another pitch coming for you. Kyle get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Marlins have 3 runs, the Phillies have 1 run. And that is the end of the third, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the 4th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Marlins' turn to bat. Let's see what the Marlins can do with their turn to bat at the top of the 4th. A good solo shot by Nick Mayton. It's his 3rd home run on the season. That's a Philly. Oh my God, that's a base runner. That's just a whole lot of things right there. So yeah, Jacob Stanley coming next to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. 0 outs, top of the fourth. Here we go. I guess I got a pitch coming for Jacob. Get ready for swing that one. And he's a line driver, and this ball is caught by second baseman Gene Segura. And Jacob Stanley is out. He's going to jump to get that baseball. Ooh, landed back on the feet. And the next event for the Marlins, we have Gerino, Casino. Coming to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. 1 out, top of the fourth. Here we go. Kyle Gibson got a pitch coming for Gerino for a round of catch ground. That's a strike one. That's all one. Kyle Gibson got a pitch coming for Gerino. Round that catches ground. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. I guess they got another pitch coming for Gerino. Round that catches ground. That's a ball too. That's a 2-1. And I guess they got another pitch coming for He swung at that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 2-2. And I guess they got another pitch coming for He swung at that one. That's another foul ball. And still 2-2. And I guess they got another pitch coming for Oh, Jesus goes gone. And that's a single. And Jordan Iquintel advances to first base for the Marlins. What up, James Money 615? He's about to get there. Look. If our drive is good. Ooh! And then once start trying to get there. And get it to the Man, that would have been. And the next to bat for the Marlins, we have the Ewan Diaz. And the Ewan Diaz coming to bat for the Marlins. We got one run player on first base. 1-0. Top of the fourth. Here we go. Lewin Diaz got a pitch coming. I guess he got a pitch coming. Lewin Diaz got ready for it. Running catch down. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. I guess he got a pitch coming. Lewin Diaz got ready for it. Running catch down. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-0. Okay, I guess he got another pitch coming. Lewin Diaz get ready for it. He's doing that one. That's how it is. Remake. Caught by right fielder Nick Maton. And the Lewin Diaz is out. Next to bat for the Marlins, we got John Verity. Next to bat for the Marlins, we got one run player at first base. 2 outs. Top of the fourth, here we go. Kyle gets a good pitch over to retires and to make sure that Joe Incapino pick up the first base bag. Pick up at number 1 at first base. Alright, Kyle gets got a base cover. John, you're waiting for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball, that's a 1-0. And Kyle gets got a little pitch cover for you. Get ready for it. You swing at that one, that's a foul ball, that's a 1-1. Look at the way he goes up to all the fans and you know, get extra to put some money in the basket, and she went in the catch the Islanders going. I know. That's it right there. And Kyle gets got another picture and wait for it. The second baseman, he's going to first baseman retarded and it's called in time, and that's 3 outs for the Marlins. So the score is the Marlins have 3 runs, the Phillies have 1 run. And moving on to the bottom of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do. It's their turn to bat at the bottom of the fourth. To come up the bat for the Phillies, we have Reese Hoskins coming to the bat for the Phillies. No play first on base. 0 out. Bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Sandy Alcantara got a pitch coming for you. Reese get ready for it. Running catch got a strike. 1-1. Sandy Alcantara got a pitch coming for you. Reese get ready for it. He swung it down. That's right to the game. And that's a single. And Reese Hoskins will advance to first base for the Phillies. That's what I'm talking about. Reese, get yourself on base. That's what I'm talking about. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Alec Boone. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we got one free player on first base, 0 outs. Bottom of the fourth, here we go. Then the Alcantara got a pitch for Alec Boone. And the catch is up. That's a ball, that's a 1-0. And so the Alcantara got a pitch for Alec Boone. You swing at that one, that's a foul ball, and that's a 1-1. And so the Alcantara got a pitch for Alec Boone. That ball's going way back there. Going. Oh, has to help the ball. And that's a single. And Alec Boone advances to first base. But Reese Hoskins advances to third base. That could have been a home run for Alec Boone. If that would have went right to the stands. It hit the wow. That could have been a home run right there. It would have been. They had power though. That hit that one. Look at that. That could have been a home run. Look at that. Look at the distance. It hit the ball though. But it almost could have came out. It almost could have had. But it hits the ball though. And then we'll go back to it. So now go back to it. So we Alabama advances to second base. So we have Alabama on second base. And we have Reese Hoskins on third base. And Alabama got his 21st double on the season, a 5-0 to right left field. Yeah. Oh, here come the pitcher coach coming to the mound to talk to Sandy Alcantara. That ain't good. MVP, hibernation. 3-time MVP also comes to bat for the Phillies. We got first base on second base and third base. 0 outs. Bottom of the fourth, here we go. Sandy Alcantara got a pitch to Rice, get ready for it. Ronnie's catch is good. That's a ball, that's a 1-0. Come on, Rush, get the best Reese to get another one. Come on. You got me the saver here. And Sandy Alcantara got another pitch to Rice, get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's a foul ball, and that's a 1-1. Why are we swinging that bad pitches, Rice? Why are we doing this? And Sandy Alcantara, so Sandy Alcantara took a timeout. Okay. Yeah. And Sandy Alcantara got another pitch coming for you, Rice, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2, and that's a 1-2. Instead of control, another pitch can be reversed. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three. And vice versa is down. Damn, boy, your struggle bus continues. Hey, thank you, remember. Doing that dance. Somebody gonna be talking about us on YouTube saying he should have been alive again today. Woo! People gonna be talking. For the next event for the Phillies, we have JT Radio. For the next event for the Phillies, we have Philly players on second base and third base. One out, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. And so they can tell I got a pitch coming for you, JT. He said they're all going to the time. Oh, wait. And the JT is out. But Reese Hoskins scores a run. And the Phillies got the second one scoring the bottom of the fourth. So score with the Marlins had 3 runs. The Phillies had 2 runs. And the Phillies got the second one score in the bottom of the fourth thanks to Reese Hoskins. And Alec Bohm advances to second base. And the next at bat for the Phillies, we have Rise to Stop coming next at bat for the Phillies. Got 1 free player on second base, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Sandy Guitar got a pitch to be Rise, so get ready for it. Early catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. If you get one more run, if you get a base, Alex to third base, we can get him a score position. So let's see what we can do here. And Sandy Guitar got a pitch to be Rise, so get ready for it. That ball went right to the dirt. And that's a ball too. That's a 2-0. Sandy Guitar got a pitch to be Rise, so get ready for it. Riley catches good. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-0. And Sandy Guitar got a pitch to be Rise, so get ready for it. And that is strike 1, and that's a 3-1. And the captain pitch over to the second baseman to try to tag him out on Alec Bohm, but he runs back in time. Wait, let's look at this again. The captain to the second base. Oh, Alec got hurt right there. Oh, that ain't good. Oh my God. That's like, that's not even. Oh, that does hurt him. Yeah, the second base makes it one to jump to the second base back. We're gonna take number 1 at second base. But Alex is good. He's good now. Okay. Really no more injuries on this day, Phillies team. They say the Eric Contrary got another base gonna be run, so get ready for it. You swing at that one. You swing at that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. I'm so close. One thing Alex was not totally hurt because it wasn't to the point where like, oh man, we don't need no more injuries. We don't need it. And so the Eric Contrary got another base gonna be run, so get ready for it. You swing at that one. That's another foul ball. And it's still 3-2. And see, it can turn and the fish can be. But you about to, but it hits the dirt. And that's a single. And Vargas, oh, that's a single. Wait, that ball's out of play. And Vargas' start advances to second base. And then the Alley Bone scores a run. And the Phillies get the third run score in the bottom of the fourth. So the score is the Marlins have 3 runs, the Phillies have 3 runs. Tie baseball game, ladies and gentlemen. And the Phillies got the third run score in the bottom of the fourth thanks to Alec Bone. And we're tied up 3-3. Oh, you know we tied the game up. It feels good. We tied the game up. And this is a Vargas that stops 15 double on the season with a 5 off the left field. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have James Segura coming next to bat for the Phillies. We have one free player on second base, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Senior Cantora got a pitch to Junior Raybury. Swing at that one. And right into the stands, and that's a 5 on that's on 1. You know, Ross, I want to be ready to 1. And Senior Cantora got a pitch to Junior Raybury. Although the second, it makes it on the first in time. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Marlins had 3 runs, the Phillies had 3 runs, tied baseball game, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the end of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the 5th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Marlins' turn to bat. Let's see what the Marlins can do with their turn to bat at the top of the 5th. Coming up the bat for the Marlins, we have Gary Cooper coming to bat for the Marlins, and 1 player on base, 0 outs, top of the 5th. Here we go. Kyle Gibson got a pitch coming for you, Gary Cooper. Get ready for it. Riding catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Kyle Gibson got another pitch coming for you, Gary Cooper. Get ready for it. He swing at that one. That's a foul ball, and that's a 1-1. And Kyle Gibson got another pitch coming for you, Gary Cooper. Get ready for it. He swing at that one. That's another foul ball, and that's another foul ball, and that's a 1-2. And Kyle gets it, got another pitch, comes again, Cooper get ready for it. Runner catches up, that's a ball two, that's a 2-2. And Gary Cooper, and Kyle gets the other pitch, comes again, Cooper get ready for it. Sweet, there we go, we'll call that door the first in time. And Gary Cooper is out. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, we have Joey Wendell. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, one plays on base. One out, top of the fifth. Here we go. Cowgirls got a pitch coming to George Raymond. That ball's going way back. Going. The ball's going. The ball's going way back. Going. Gone. Solo home run for Joey Wendell. And the Marlins have taken the lead. And the score is the Marlins have 4 runs, the Phillies have 3 runs, and the Marlins get their 4th run score in the top of the fifth thanks to Joey Wendell. And this is Joey Wendell's third home run of the season. And this is Joey Wendell's third home run on the season for the 5-ball to right field. Dang. I got to another home run. So I was Garcia coming next to bat for the Marlins. We have Garcia coming next to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins plays on base. 1 out. Top of the fifth. Here we go. Got a pitch coming. Garcia get ready for it. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one. That's on 1. Got another pitch coming. Garcia get ready for it. Well, that catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. Dang, Cookies had 2 1s knocked over him. First win did he? Now Joey Wendell did he? Come on, bro. And Cookies together, oh! Right past Jesus goes glove. And that's a single. And I would say Garcia advances to first base for the Marlins. Man, we keep getting this. I would say Garcia got on base every time. What the? Oh, man. I would say. WTP. What in the Phillies is going? And then next to bat for the Marlins, we have Brian Anderson coming next to bat for the Marlins. Got 1 more player on first base. 1 out. Top of the fifth. Here we go. I guess we got a pitch coming for you, Brian. Get ready for you to swing that one. And it goes way back there. And it's called by center fielder Brandon Walsh. And Brian Anderson is out. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, we have J.J. Bleday coming next to bat for the Marlins. We got 1 more player on first base. 2 outs. Top of the fifth. Here we go. And I guess I got a pitch coming for you, J.J. Get ready for it. Right, that catch is gone. That's a ball. That's a 1 out. And I guess I got another pitch coming for you, J.J. Get ready for it. And it's caught by Reese Hoskins. He stepped on the bag, and that's 3 outs for the Marlins. So the score is the Marlins have 4 runs, the Phillies have 3 runs. And we're moving on to the bottom of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. The bottom of the fifth, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do. It's their turn to bat at the bottom of the fifth. Alright, coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Brandon Walsh coming to the bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Send it in control. Got a pitch to be ready to get away for it. Running catches zone. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And send it in control. Got a pitch to be ready to get away for it. Running catches zone. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-0. Send it in control. Got a pitch to be ready to get away for it. Swing that one. Up on it. Not in time, and Brandon in time, and Brandon Marsh is out. Not good enough for Marshy. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Nick Mayton coming next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 1 out. Bottom of the fifth. Here we go. See that guitar got a picture for you. Mayton get ready for it. Running catches up. That's a ball. That's a 1 out. And see that guitar got a picture for you. Mayton get ready for it. Running catches up. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-0. And say the control of the picture for you make take away boy. Running catch is good, that's a ball 3, that's a 3-0. And say the control of the picture for you make take away boy. Running catch is good, that's strike 1, that's a 3-1. And say the control of the picture for you make take away boy. In time, and Nick Mayton is out. Next to bat for the Phillies, we have Kyle Swan coming next to bat for the Phillies. Got no big players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. So the extra trigger got a pitch coming over for you, Kyle. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. That's on one. So the extra trigger got a pitch coming over for you, Kyle. Get ready for it. Swing that one. It's high over there. Way back there. It is caught. Oh! Oh, couldn't do it back in time. That's an error on the Marlins. And that's a single. And Kyle Swan advances to first base for the Phillies. Ha! That's an error on the damn Marlins offenders. That's an error on y'all. Look at that. I'm just calling look at the ball pops off his glove. Says landed by the how do you let this just happen? Right there on your glove, my guy. And then it just bounced off your glove. Right, that's a Philly here. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Reese Hoskins coming next to bat for the Phillies. We got 1 free player on first base, 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. So they can share their picture with them. Here with Diaz to make sure that Kyle Swan got the first base drag. They're going to take number 1 at first base. It's only going to be next. It's one of the ball there to pitch. So yeah, say it can trade got a pitch and where you reach get ready for it. He's looking at that one. That's a foul tip and that's on 1. And see the air control and a pitch can release get ready for it. Right to the game. And that's a single. And Reese Hoskins advances the first base for the Bills. And Kyle Swan advances the second base. Smoothie is running. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Alec Boone coming next to bat for the Phillies. We got Philly players on first base and second base. 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. So the air control, that pitcher, we have to get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-out. And so the air control, that pitcher, we have to get ready for it. Swing that one. Nope, right into the cab. Error again. And that's a single. And Alec Boone advances the first base for the Phillies. Alec Boone goes base, go around the bases, go on the third. Alec Boone slides in the third base. And Reese Hoskins and Kyle Swan scores a run. The Phillies got the fifth one, got a 2-1 score, got a 2-1 score in the bottom of the fifth. And the score is the Marlins have 4 runs, the Phillies got 5 runs, and the Phillies got the 2-1 score in the bottom of the fourth, thanks to Reese Hoskins and Kyle Swan. And the Phillies had taken the lead in the bottom of the fifth. We got 2-1 score right there, so that is 5-4. The Phillies are on top now. Errors on the Marlins offense. That's a second error. Yo, it's a field error. Second field error. And everyone got his third triple on the season. Wow. And Young Bug. The young boys are out here playing in. You know it's time. You know what time it is. You know the physical camera to the left to talk to center guitar. That ain't good. Like, you gonna let them get two run scores on you? What the hell? MVP, MVP, combination, combination. 3 times MVP, I saw coming next to bat for the Phillies. We got one free player on third base, 2 outs, 5 on the fifth. Here we go. One box, you gotta get out of home so we can score that. We got 6 runs back home. So, control, got a pitch coming for you, Bryce, get ready for it. Give me the saving grace right now. Swing and a miss, and that's strike one, that's all one. Okay, guys, what are we doing now? Why are we starting? Come on now. Set it in control, got a pitch to Willie Rice, get ready for it. Running catch and jump, that's a ball, that's a 1-1. And set it in control, got a pitch to Willie Rice, get ready for it. And you swing that one, that's a foul ball, that's a 1-2. And Rice, you can't be swinging at bad pitches. And set it in control, got a pitch to Willie Rice, get ready for it. Running catch and jump, that's a ball 2, that's a 2-2. And so the guitar gonna pitch gonna be basket way boy. Running catch is gone, that's a ball 3, that's a 3-2, that's a full count. Come on, boys, come on. So the guitar gonna pitch gonna be Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3, and Vice off his zone. That's 3 outs for the Phillies. And the score is the Marlins have 4 runs, the Phillies have 5 runs, and that is the end of the 5th, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the 6th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Marlins' turn to bat. Let's see what the Marlins do when their turn to bat at the top of the 6th. All I gotta say is everybody else on the team is stepping up, except for Bryce. Like, literally, McMahon doing something. Castlever did something. Everyone did something. But Bryce, he just taking it up. Like, what the? So pitching change for the Phillies. So Kyle Gibson is that pitcher for the day. And Vinny Natoli coming in the pitch for the Phillies. Oh, really? I think I really think about Jewish okay already. Yeah. Coming up the bat for the Marlins, we had Jacob Staley from the bat for the Marlins. The Marlins on base, 0 outs, top of the 6th inning. Vinny Natoli got the pitch coming up for Jacob. Get ready for it. Runner catches good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Vinny Natoli got the pitch coming for Jacob. Get ready for it. He swung at that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 1-1. And Vinny Natoli got the pitch coming for Jacob. Get ready for it. Runner catches good. That's strike 2. That's a 1-2. And Vinny Natoli got the pitch coming for Jacob. Get ready for it. I haven't exactly gone there, so we'll have to count that one. And Vinny Natoli got the pitch coming for Jacob. Get ready for it. Swing at that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 1-2. And Vinny Natoli got the pitch coming for Jacob. Get ready for it. Swing at that one. And come out of the ball. Go to the first time. Reach out in time. And Jacob still is out. And the next event for the Marlins, we have Giovanni Incognito. And the next event for the Marlins has on base, 1 out, top of the 6th inning. Vinny Natoli got a pitch coming. Giovanni, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. That's on 1. Vinny Natoli got a pitch coming. Giovanni, swing that one. That's a foul ball. That's on 2. And Vinny Natoli got a pitch coming. Giovanni, get ready for it. Runner catches good. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. And by the way, guys, I'm watching the game at FC Sports 11. So really, that's really got another pitch coming up for you. Get ready for it. It's really that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 1-2. Really, the toy, and the face camera, but Joe. Let's look at that one. That's another 5-ball. Let's still 1-2. And really, the toy, and the face camera, but Joe. The way boy. Swing that one. That's another 5-ball. Let's still 1-2. It's like. And then the face camera, but swing that one again. And so the first in time, and the other in continue is out. And the next event for the Phillies VS the winning is coming next event for the Marlins. The Marlins plays on base, 2 outs, top of the 6th, here we go. Bring the toy of the pitch to the winning is the wait for it. Right now, catch go, that's a ball, that's a 1-0. And bring the toy of the pitch to the winning is. You swing that one, that's a 5-tip, and that's a 1-1. And bring the toy of the pitch to the winning is. Right now, catch go, that's a ball 2, that's a 2-1. And really, the toy of the pitch to the winning is. Right now, catch go, that's a ball 3, that's a 3-1. And then the toy got another face color for you. The wind is great boy. You swing at that one, that's a you swing at that one, that's a 5-ball, that's a 3-2, and that's a full count. And then the toy got another face color for you. The wind is. That is ball 4. And the wind is walk and will advance to first base for the Marlins. Next at bat for the Marlins, you got John Bernstein coming next at bat for the Marlins. You got 1 play on first base, 2 outs, top of the 6th, here we go. And then the third got a pitch gonna pretty good, got a wait for it. On the catch is good, that's a ball, that's a 1-0. And then the third got another pitch coming up for you. But you got wait for it, swing that one. That's a 5-ball, that's a 1-1. What just happened here? Yeah, and John Bertie got hit by a pitch and will advance the first base for the Marlins. And the Wing Diaz will advance to second base. So they again, Cooley comes next to bat with the Marlins. The Marlins plays on first base, second base, 2 outs out of the 6 inning. Leading the two, got a pitch going to be again. Cooley get ready for it. On that catch, no, that's strike one, that's on one. Ready to tell you that another pitch coming for you. Yeah, Cooley get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two, that's on two. And another pitch up there. Yeah, Cooley get ready for it. And get through the second base, and 4 out. The shoulder Rod started doing segments and did score, and Jalen Rudy is out at second base. So the score is the Marlins have 4 runs, the Phillies have 5 runs. And moving on to the bottom of the 6th, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies do with their turn to the bat at the bottom of the 6th. And coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have JT Rizzo coming to the bat for the Phillies. No play pairs on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the 6, here we go. So they can tell, got a pitch going to bring JT get ready for it. He swing that one, that's a foul ball, that's on one. And so they can tell, got a pitch going to bring JT get ready for it. He swing that one, that's a foul ball, that's on two. strike two is on 2. And Santa controlling that pitch against JT Rayburn. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And JT Rayburn is out. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we got Barnes and Stock coming next to bat for the Phillies. No papers and ways. 1 out. Top, bottom of the 6th here. He said he can turn. He can turn. And said he can turn. The pitch can be brought to the ready boy. Running catch the other, strike 1 is on 1. And so he can target that pitch can be brought to the ready boy. Running catch the other, that's a ball, that's 1. So he can target that pitch can be brought to the ready boy. He swung it down with right to the game. And that's a single. And Robinson Stock advances the first base for the Phillies. I should have played. For the next event for the Phillies, we have James Gordon. For the next event for the Phillies, we got 1 big play at first base. 1 out, bottom of the 6th, here we go. Sunday, Eric and Trey got a pitch to bring get ready for it. Swing that one, that's a 5 ball, that's on 1. And Secretary of His going to be getting ready for it soon. Don't separate to go to first in time. So the score is the Marlins have 4 runs. The Phillies have 5 runs. And that's the end of the 6th, ladies and gentlemen. You're moving on to the 7th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Marlins turn to red. Let's see what the Marlins can do is they turn to red at the top of the 7th. So we have pitching change for the Phillies. So really notorious their pitcher tonight. Coming in the pitch for the Phillies will be Sam Kugan. And the bad for the Walsh, we had Joey with them. And the bad for the Walsh has a raise 0. Top of 7, here we go. Then cool, I got a pitch coming, be Georgia ready for the runner, catch good, that's a ball, that's a strike 1, that's a 1. It's then cool, I got a pitch coming, ready for you. And then for you. When you Georgia ready for the runner, catch good. It's with that one, that's a 5-1, it's with that one, that's a 1-2. And so cool, I got a pitch coming for you, Georgia ready for it. Next to that for the Marlins, we have. I was there, come next to that for the Marlins. The Marlins plays on base. 1 out, top of 7, here we go. It's in cool, I got a pitch kind of for you. I was there, you wait for you. Swing that one, that's a foul ball, that's on 1. The swing and a miss, not strike 1, that's on 1. It's in cool, I got a pitch kind of for you. Get Walsh. I got that pitch kind of for you. Get Walsh. Everybody, I ever said, I said. Run that cat is good, that's a ball, that's a 1-2. And then say, come on, I got that first cover, you can get ready for it. Running catch is good as a ball, 2, like a 2-2. So, say, come on, I got that first cover, you ever say, I see you. Swing and a miss, not strike 3, and ever say, I see is out. For the next event for the Marlins, we have Ron Anderson coming to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins plays on base. 2 outs, top of 7, here we go. The same cooler got a pitch coming up for you. For you, Ryan, get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a strike 1, is on 1. It's a cooler got a pitch coming up for you, Ryan, get ready for it. That's a 5 ball. Swing down, that's a 5 ball, that's on 2. saying to me, I got a pitch connect for you ball, get ready for a runner, catch it down, that's a ball, that's a 1-2. And saying to me, I got a pitch connect for you, Mark Anderson. Runner, catch it down, that's a ball, 2, that's a 2-2. And saying to me, I got a pitch connect for you, Mark, get ready for it. Runner, catch it down, that's a ball, 3, that's a 3-2, that's a 4-can. And saying to me, I got a pitch connect for you ball, get ready for it. Swing it that one. That's another. That's a five. That's another 5 on. It's still 3-2. And so cool. I got that bitch that we want. Get ready for it. You swing it that one. That's another 5 on. It's still 3-2. And so cool. I got that bitch that we want. Get ready for it. And my ass got hit by a pitch. It will miss the first base for the Marlins. Next we have the Marlins. We got Jacob Reed. Next we have the Marlins. We got 1-1 player in first base. 2 outs. About top of the 7. Here we go. So cool. We got a pitch. Gonna be good. That catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And so cool. I got another pitch coming for you. Get ready for it. Swing and And second, I got another pitch coming for you. Get ready for running catch is done. That's a ball too. That's a 2-1. And second, I got another pitch coming for you. Get ready for it. Swing that one. And it's called by right fielder That's 3 yards that's 3 yards for the Marlins. So the score is the Marlins had 4 runs, the Phillies had 5 runs. And went on to the bottom of the 7, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn to red. Let's see what the Phillies can do with that turn to red at the bottom of the 7. So we have a Rose coming back for the Phillies. No quick back on base. That was a 7 here we go. So we're saying that the picture right here, which we're going to picture for the Marlins. So which we're going to picture for you, waiting away for running catch, good as a ball as a whatever. And which we're going to picture for you, running away for you, sweet down, that's a 5-ball, that's a 1-1. I gotta do that play. So Red and Walsh is out. So next to bat for the Phillies, we have Matt Billy coming next to bat for the Phillies. No free bears on base. 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. Here we go. Richard Miller got a pitch to bring back and ready for it. Right catch the girl. That's a ball. That's a 1 out. It's pitch hitting the name. And Richard Miller got a pitch to bring back and ready for it. To the second. And Richard Miller first in time. And Matt Billy is out. To the next to bat for the Phillies, we got Kyle Swan. To the next to bat for the Phillies, no free bears on base. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Here we go. And Richard Miller got a pitch coming up for you. Kyle, get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1 out. And Richard Miller got a pitch coming for you. Kyle, get ready for it. And he's swinging that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 1-1. Wow. And Richard Miller got another pitch coming for you. Kyle, get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a running catch is good. That's strike 2. That's a 1-2. And Richard Miller got another pitch coming for you. Kyle, get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. But here's one in the bullpen. You know, he might come in the game. And Richard Miller got another pitch coming for you. Kyle, get ready for it. And that's called. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Marlins have 4 runs, the Phillies have 5 runs. And that is the end of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the 8th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Marlins' turn to bat. Let's see what the Marlins can do with their turn to bat at the top of the 8th. Yeah, so pitching change for the Phillies, so Sam Kumar is, pitching change for the Phillies, so Sam Kumar is done pitching for night, and Friday is coming in to pitch for the Phillies. And for the defensive switches, Matt Van will remain in the game as right fielder. So Nick McDonald is not going to do right fielder. So yeah, Jacob Stanley coming to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins pass on base. 0, top of the 8th. Here we go. Right here, got a pitch. Jacob, get ready for him. Another catch is going. That's strike one. That's 0-1. And right here, got another pitch coming for you, Jacob. Get ready for him. You swing at that one. Oh, right to the dirt. And that's a single. And Jacob Stanley advances to first base. So Jacob Stanley is going to there go. And Luke Williams is going to be running and placing him. We did yesterday. That's that game too. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, we have Jordan Escondido coming to bat for the Marlins. Got one run player on first base. 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Here we go. Right here, do a pitch with the retires to make sure that Luke Williams got the first base bag. Pick up a 10 number 1 at first base. And right here, got a pitch to the get ready for it. Right now, catch is good. That's strike 1. That's 0-1. And right here, got another pitch on the retires to make sure that Luke Williams got the first base bag. Pick up a 10 number 2 at first base. And right here, got another pitch coming for you, Joe. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That's 0-2. And right here, got that pitch coming for you, Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. Enjoy it. And Casino is out. Next to bat for the Marlins, we have Nick Fortress coming next to bat for the Marlins. Got one run play on first base. 1 out, top of the 8th. Here we go. And right here, got another pitch coming the 3 times to make sure that Luke Williams is get off the first base bag. Pick up and take number 3 at first base. And right here, got a pitch coming over for you. And Nick Fortress, get ready for it. Run the catch good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And right here, got that face cut for Nick Fortress and Rayburn. I like how this girl got some ball too, that's a 2. And right here, got that face cut for Nick Fortress. And then one catches that Rachel's, the other one catches those first to each other in time. And Nick Fortress is out. And red team coming next to bat for the Marlins. Got one of my players on first base. 2 outs, top of the 8th. Here we go. And right here, got a pitch going again. Right that catch good. That strike 1 is on. And right here, got that pitch going again. Get ready for it. Right, that right into the stands. That's a foul ball. That's on 2. And right here, got another pitch coming for you. Get ready for it. Right, that catch is good. That's a ball. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. That's a 1-2. And right here, got that pitch coming again. Get ready for it. You swing at that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 1-2. And right here, do a pitch over the resize the refrigerator. The Nick Fortune got the first base bag. Pick over 10 number 1 at first base. And right here, got the pitch coming. And it's called by right fielder Matt Bailey. That's 3 outs for the Marlins. So it's going. The Marlins have 4 runs. The Phillies have 5 runs. And moving on to the bottom of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn to bat. Let's see if the Phillies are doing with their turn to bat at the bottom of the 8th. So yeah, Reese Hoskins, one of the Phillies, no favors, obeys 0 hours. 5 of the 8, here we go. Pitching change for the Marlins. So Richard Williams done pitch for that, and then in full coming to pitch for the Marlins. So then we got a pitch and Reese get ready for a run. The catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And then we got another pitch and Reese get ready for a run. The catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-0. And then we got another pitch for Reese get ready for it. You swing that one. That's a 5 ball. That's a 2-1. And then Polo got another pitch coming for Reese, get ready for it. Run this catch is go, that's a ball 3, that's a 3-1. That's all that Dave Robinson was the one of the ball for Reese gonna come that game. And then Polo got another pitch coming for Reese, get ready for it. Run that catch. Run this catch is go, that's strike 2, that's a 3-2, that's a full count. And then Polo got another pitch coming for Reese, get ready for the third baseman. So the first baseman time. And Reese Hoskins is out. Ooh, Reggie's pitching on Saturday. If you come that game, so I want to see Reggie. That's my favorite picture right there. I'm gonna pitch the ball, right? Reggie pitching on Saturday. Ooh, Reggie about to do that. Gotta say Reggie for the damn National Series. You know, get ready to keep the baseball on Saturday. You know what's up to happen. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Alec Bone. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, no favors, no base. 1 out, 5 of the 8. Here we go. And then we got a pitch for you. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. That's on 1. And then we got another pitch for you. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That's on 2. And then the four got a pitch count for you. I get ready for it. Second was a foul tip, and second was a foul tip. That's 0-2. Then we're gonna pitch the ready. She's gonna strike 3, and Alec Ball was out. Alright, here we go. Struggle bus hopper. That's what I'm gonna say. MVP, MVP, Hibernation, Hibernation. 3-time reverse hard comes the back for the Phillies. No big plays on base, 2 outs, ball there, here we go. Liverpool got a pitch there for you, Rice, get ready for it. Running catch is good, that's a ball, that's a 1-0. Liverpool got that pitch, can be Rice, get ready for it. Swing at that one. I was going way back there. No, it's caught. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. The score is the Marlins have 4 runs, the Phillies have 5 runs, and that is the end of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the 9th and final inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Marlins turn the bat. Let's see the Marlins can do with that turn the bat at the top of the 9th. And then I said straight was how it was going to come. This is pretty bad. So pitching change for the Phillies, so Brian has that pitch for the night. And David Robinson's son coming to pitch for the Phillies. And coming at the bat for the Marlins, we got Gary Cooper coming to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins plays on base. 2 outs, top of the 9th, here we go. David Robinson got a pitch coming up before you Gary Cooper get ready for it. Run that catch is good, that's a ball, that's a 1-0. And David Robinson got another pitch coming, Gary Cooper get ready for it. And right to the dirt. And that's the extra bases. And Gary Cooper extra bases, and Gary Cooper sides in the second base. So that Rodney the Cool is going to be running in the place of Gary Cooper. Mm-hmm. And the next event for the Rollers, we have Joey Wendell coming to the next event for the Rollers. Got 1 player, second base, 0 outs. Top of the ninth, here we go. 0 outs, you got a pitch coming, Joey, get ready for it. Now go extra innings and Joey Wendell advances the second base. But the Rollers score a run. And the Rollers get their fifth run score at the top of the ninth. To score, the Marlins have 5 runs. The Phillies have 5 runs. Tie baseball game, ladies and gentlemen. And the Marlins got the fifth run score at the top of the ninth. Thanks to Brian Taylor Coons. Well, we're right past pretty soon. Try to give him. And next to bat for the Marlins, we have Garcia coming next to bat for the Marlins. We got 1 player, second base, 0 outs, top of the ninth. Here we go. David Robinson's son. Got a piece of me. Obviously, gonna see Greenwood right now. Catch that's strike 1 is on. David Robinson's son got a pitch coming for you. Obviously, gonna see you. Greenwood right now. Catch that's a ball. That's a 1-1. And then Robinson's son's got a pitch coming for you. Obviously, gonna see Greenwood right now. Catch that's a ball 2. That's a 2-1. And then Robinson got another pitch coming for you. Obviously, gonna see Greenwood. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That's a 2-2. And then Robinson and then pitch can be Robinson gonna see the Greenwood. Runner catches good, that's a ball 3. That's a 3-2. That's a full kill. And then Robinson and then pitch can be Robinson gonna see the Greenwood. That is ball 4. Robinson Garcia is walked and will advance the first base for the Marlins. And so yeah, Robinson Garcia on first base and Joey Wendell on second base. Great. The next event for the Marlins, we have Brian Anderson coming next event for the Marlins. Got Ron Page on first base, second base. 0 outs, top of the ninth. Here we go. David Robinson's son got a pitch coming for you. For you, Ryan, get ready for your runner catch to go. That's a ball, that's a 1-0. David Robinson's son got a pitch coming for you, Ryan, get ready for it. Right to the dirt. And that's the single. And Ryan Anderson advances the first base. And I was still going to see advance the second base. But Joey Wendell scores a run. And the Marlins get the 6-1 score on the top of the ninth. So the Marlins have 6 runs, the Phillies have 5 runs. The Marlins get the 6-1 score at the top of the ninth. Thanks to Vine, thanks to join one down. And the Marlins take the lead in the top nine. Right. That we look like we. Wow. You know, like, the first they really try to do this. That's why the extra phases want to come on now. For the next event for the Marlins, we have JJ Valide coming next event for the Marlins. We have one player on first base and third base. 0 outs, top of the ninth. Here we go. And J.J. Robinson get two. So got a pitch coming up for you, JJ Rayburn. Run the catch is good. That's strike one is on one. J.J. Robinson got a pitch coming up for you, JJ Rayburn. You swing at that one. That's a foul ball. That's 0-2. And J.J. Robinson got a pitch coming up for you, JJ Rayburn. Run the catch got a strike three. And JJ Leader is out. Swing and a miss. That's strike three. And JJ Leader is out. Luke Williams coming in next to bat for the ball. We got one players on first base and third base. 1 out, top of the ninth. Here we go. And then Rose can do a picture with the retard to make sure that see they got the Lions and they got the first base red. They're gonna take the 1 at first base. And then Rose got a pitch coming up for you, looking right for you, swing that one. That's a foul ball. That's on 1. And then Rose got a pitch coming up for you, looking right for him. Running catch is good. That's a strike 2. That's 0-2. And then Rose is got a pitch coming for you, looking right for him. Running catch got that strike 3. And Luke Williams is out. Even if we get one more out, we still got to do our turns just so we can get the lead. To the next event for Roger, into Chino. To the event for the Balls, you got one players on first base and second base, 2 outs. Top of the ninth, here we go. What's up, good? And very good doing. What's up? And then Roger got a pitch with good. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. That's on 1. And then Robinson didn't take another pitch, get ready for it. Run that catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And then Robinson didn't take another pitch, get ready for it. Swing and a miss. That's strike two. That's a 1-2. And then Robinson didn't got another pitch, get ready for it. Swing and a miss. That's strike three. That's 3 outs for the Marlins. So the score is the Marlins have 6 runs, the Phillies have 5 runs. And moving on to the bottom of the ninth, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do with their turn to bat at the bottom of the ninth. All right, so this is the night. This is the bottom ninth. So the Phillies had to do whatever they can, get men on base, maybe get two Philly players to score 2 runs, and make it like 8-6, and then we win the game. That's what you gotta do. You gotta drop two Philly players in, then get 2 runs to get 2 run scores in in order to win the game. But you don't want to get 1 run and then be tied 6-6. You don't want to get. So you want to get 2 runs in. Like you get two Philly players, then we got a way to make it. Then basically to get the 1 run to get the 6, and then do another one to get the 7. So that way we can be 7-6, and then we win the game like that. So, if somebody hits a home run or the extended lead or somewhere, or you get two Philly players to score a run in, then actually win the game. So, that's the strategy we got to go with. We only did about 1 run, so. But no question, so we got to the strategy works. So I'm thinking of. So JT really come to bat for the finish. The Phillies on base, 0 outs, bottom of the ninth. Here we go. So then forward, got a pitch in with JT, get ready for it. Running catch is good, and strike one, that's on one. And then forward, got a pitch in with JT, get ready for it. You swing at that one, that's a 5-ball, that's on 1-2. And then forward, got a pitch in with JT, get ready for it. You swing at that one. A couple of observations on the first. In time, and JT Realtor is out. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Boston Stock. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, no Phillies fans on base. One out, bottom of the ninth. Here we go. Then for we got a pitch to be right, so get ready for it. Running catch is down. That's strike one. That's on one. And then for we got a pitch to be right, so get ready for it. Running catch is going. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And then for we got a pitch to be right, so get ready for it. So they went right to the dirt. And that's a single. And Boston started base is the first base for the Phillies. That's what I'm talking about. Gets up on base. All the strategy working, yo. Now we just need to do the base. Next one we come on the base first to get this up on base. Then get this up on base. Then we have a base loaded, and then you know what I mean. Coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have James Segura. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we got one Philly player on first base. One out. Bottom of the ninth. Here we go. And then for I got a pitch coming for you, get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And then for I got a pitch coming for you, get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's strike one. That's a 1-1. And then for I got a pitch coming for you, get ready for it. Oh. And that's the game. And the Phillies lose 6-5. The Marlins take game 3 6-5. So the Phillies did win 2 games, but the final score is 6-5. The Marlins win. And the player of the game is I was saying Garcia. The Marlins too. Yep. So the Phillies advanced to 75-62 on the season, and the Marlins advanced to 56-80 on the season. The Phillies get the 62nd loss, and the Marlins get the 56th win. So yeah, so we didn't get for the sweep though. So inside the James Willie 65 conversation after really enjoying the cover stream. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. And I will see you guys right back here tomorrow for game 1 of the 3-game series against the Washington. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Phillies versus the Nationals. You can see the Phillies versus the Washington Nationals for game 1 of the 3-game series. Right, 3-game series. Right here in Philly, right here on my YouTube channel at 7:05 p.m. And let's see if the Phillies can win this series at home against the Nationals. And take game 1 for the Nationals here at home tomorrow from their Phillies fans. Let's see if we can do it tomorrow. So yeah, bad loss for the Phillies. Harper struggled again. It was just like it was a bad news bears and all that good stuff. And yeah. So see you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow night for my next Phillies iPad Boys. And bad loss for the Phillies.